Hi, and welcome to MBC News. I'm DJ Carey.
I'm Mallory Saliger.
So, Mallory, how was your homecoming?
My homecoming was great. I went to the football game and cheered on the Muhlenberg football team. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was a great game. It was a lot of fun. There was so much going on. You want to tell us what's going on this week?
Yeah. On Thursday at 5 o'clock, there will be a LinkedIn workshop in Moyer 106. Learn how to utilize this great networking tool and connect with others in your field of interest. Also on Thursday, there will be a jazz flute concert at 8 o'clock in the recital hall. On Friday, there will be an all-campus farewell reception for Chaplain Peter Bredlau, beginning at 3 o'clock. Also at 3 o'clock in the Seegers event space, there will be a science research poster session, which will showcase the scientific research of over 40 students. Students can also go bowling at midnight at the Rose Bowl for free with student ID. The first shuttle leaves the CA at 11:45 and will run continuously until 3 o'clock. On Saturday, come laugh with comedian Adam Mamwala at 10 p.m. in the Red Door. The opening act will be Muhlenberg student Evan Colton. Saturday is also College Day. If you bring your student ID into Philly, you can explore the city and visit many historic museums for free. The bus leaves the CA at 10 a.m. and departs from Philly at 5 p.m. Sign up is in the Student Life office between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Next Monday is Banned Books Week. Banned Books Week will be acknowledged by a display of banned books in the library, and there will be several readings of banned books by various classes on campus. Also, Muhlenberg freshmen at 5 o'clock in the Academic Resource Center, there will be a workshop on how to improve your ability to receive, retain, and recall information and prepare for college exams.
Thanks, Mallory. As you all know, this past weekend was homecoming here at the Berg, and with homecoming always comes a full slate of games here on campus. To start the weekend's action, the field hockey team took on McDaniel Friday night under the lights. Despite the best efforts of junior goalie Kristen Dornenberg, who recorded her 300th career save in the game, the Lady Mules fell 3-0 to move them to 1-4 on the year. Their next game will be Friday at Johns Hopkins at 4 o'clock. The women's volleyball team was also in action Friday night and came away with a 3-0 sweep against McDaniel to record their first conference win this season. The victory moved them to 3-8 for the year, and they take the floor next against Johns Hopkins on Saturday. While results were mixed on Friday night, Saturday was filled with nothing but W's for the teams here on campus. Following a road victory against Franklin Marshall last week, the football team took on McDaniel at Scottywood Stadium on Saturday afternoon. And to say it was one to remember would be an understatement. Having trailed the Green Terror for 3 quarters, the Mules did the unthinkable and erased a 19-point fourth-quarter deficit to shock McDaniel 34-26. Junior quarterback Dan Deegan, who threw for 282 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day, sparked the late comeback for the Mules. Also, senior running back J.T. Merklinger scored 2 touchdowns for the second week in a row. Senior linebacker Pat McDonough recorded 12 tackles, which is good for his 3rd double-digit tackle game of the season. Following the big comeback, Deegan was named Centennial Conference Player of the Week for his efforts. This week, the Mules will head to Baltimore to take on Johns Hopkins, which is shaping up to be one of the most critical games of the season for them. That game is at 2 o'clock, and as always, you can listen to it live on 91.7 WMUH or at muhlenberg.edu/WMUH. Shortly after the football team's big win, the nationally ranked men's soccer team took the field against the Green Terror. The Mules made short work of McDaniel with a 2-0 win, and Danny Way continued to impress by recording his 3rd goal this season. Also, sophomore Jacob Joseph added the exclamation point for the Mules, putting home a goal with just 11 seconds left to play. The win moves the Mules to 5-0 for the first time since 2005, and more importantly, puts them at 1-0 in conference. They take the pitch next against Johns Hopkins in Baltimore this Friday at 7. Lastly, in their second night game in a row, the women's soccer team looked to keep Muhlenberg perfect on the day when they took on McDaniel as well. Senior Nicolette Miller stole the show by recording her 2nd hat trick of her illustrious career as the Lady Mules rolled 4-0. And as one Lady Mule was cementing her place in the history books, another, freshman Audrey Zamichow, continued to make noise by recording her 2nd goal of the season. The Lady Mules are now 4-2 on the year. They face Haverford this week and Johns Hopkins on Saturday. That's all for sports. Now to Adam with the weather.
Thank you, DJ, and good evening, Muhlenberg. Let's see what the weather has in store for us this week. As you can see, starting out on Thursday, there will be some thunderstorms, mid-70s dropping to the mid-60s. Towards nighttime, going on to Friday, the storms continue, high 60s, and the storms even continue on to Saturday, moving on to the weekend, where but the temperature will be raising up to the mid-70s, but dropping to the high 50s, more towards nightfall. Then on to Sunday, some isolated thunderstorms, Sorry, the clouds are still there, folks, but it's going to be the mid-70s, and then it will be in the low 60s at night. Moving on to Monday, that's right, you guessed it, more thunderstorms, high 60s. And then moving on to Tuesday, again, same thing, thunderstorms, I'm sorry again. But it will be in the high 60s, so it still won't be that cold yet. Winter's not here just yet. And then when we move on to Wednesday, finally, the thunderstorms are gone, but there will be partially clouds and the high 60s. So that's our weather. Have a good week. I'm Adam Dubov.
Thanks, Adam. That's all for MBC News. I'm DJ Carey.
I'm Mallory Saliger.
Have a great week, Muhlenberg.